Jay Sri Radheshyam, Sri Krishna Janmastami. The transcendental appearance of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. 5,000 years ago, he, in his transcendental form, appeared on this earth. Appear for different reasons. One of the reasons is the exoterical reason, and the other reason is the esoterical reason. One reason of the Bhagavan appearance is external, and the second reason is internal. The external reason of the appearance of Lord Sri Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is to destroy the demons on the surface of earth. That time to time they are taking control of the full planet, so of the full universe. On that time, there was a big evil king called Kamsa. An interesting point is that Kamsa and the story of the evil king Kamsa is repeated on the Christianity. In the time of Jesus was exactly the same happening. Very interesting that Jesus must to Mary and Joseph, they must to move forward, to move to another place to get birth of Jesus. And Jesus was born around different farm animals like a cows. Very interesting topic how it connects with the original tradition that is Krishna. Just a parenthesis. Some texts of the Bible are originally in Sanskrit. Looks like the Bible was a compilation of different mythologies, to say stories, spiritual stories from different cultures. So some parts of Bibles that are delayed from the public opinion are actually in Sanskrit. Very interesting how it can be. Sanskrit was not spoke or written on the time and place of Jesus. Something to think about. So Lord Krishna appeared 5,000 and a little bit more years ago on this planet. The exoterical reason for this, the external reason for this, is that he must to destroy the demons on planet Earth, and with this to restore Dharma. The principles of Dharma are restored through Krishna. Krishna is coming to earth to speak the Bhagavad Gita, to show the right path of Dharma, and to destroy the demons who had the power on earth back in time. There was the king Kamsa, and this king was an evil king who had the prophecy, the omen, that the 8th son of the Baki will kill him. He, as a demon, has a big fear of death. To die for demons and for demonic mind is a big fear for basic reasons. They don't know what is happening after. They assume that may some happen, but they do not know what is happening after death. And in the same time, they know that their way of life is not good. It's not on the principle of God. It's not in harmony to the universe, with the universe. They are acting on a selfish way, living a selfish life. That means that the ego is controlling them, and the ego and the twist mind is controlling them. Therefore, they don't want to die, because in the bottom of their pollute and dark heart, the demons know that they are wrong, living wrong, and causing, being the cause of suffering of so many entities, not only human, not only animals, but also the earth and every living being, living entity who is on earth. Therefore, demons are afraid of dying. If our mind is afraid, our heart is afraid of dying, then we must to think why I am afraid. a devotee, a sadhaka of Bhagavan, of the Supreme Personality of God, should never be afraid of anything, of nothing. You cannot be afraid of die, you cannot be afraid of death, you cannot be afraid of destiny, you cannot be afraid of anything. Because if you are walking the supreme path, the supreme truth of the spiritual life, the spiritual work, the spiritual living, then your path, your back, your shoulders, your face is protected by Swayam Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, you must never fear anything. You must be careful, yes, to not do damage to the other living entities, to not do damage to any living being, to be always walking the supreme path of light, the supreme path of God. And through the supreme and only path of God, you will be able to always be protected, to live in abundance, to live in love, and to understand what love is and what you are in front of this word, love. In the eternal language, we call it prema, the supreme love, that love that has no interest on my own benefit, but the interest is on the benefit of everyone. So I project love to everyone as you project love to everyone, as everyone should project love to everyone, service and love to everyone. It means that I don't need to be worrying about myself because I am covered by God and by His devotees, the supreme humankind, devotees who are searching for the welfare, for the benefit of all living entities. This is what we saw in the story of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Advaita Acharya, Sri Gadadhar Pandit, Sri Srivats Pandit. We see this attitude of service on the 6 Goswamis or 8 Goswamis of Vrindavan. We see this attitude of serving others and forgetting everything about yourself, because you should understand that you are a tool of God, and as a tool of God in the hands of the best leaders, who is God, Bhagavan, Swayam Bhagavan, then there is not risk of anything. We are always under protection on the hands of the Supreme Artist. We should trust, and this is called Shraddha. What He said, what He do, and what He wish for us is the best and the maximum beneficial benefit that we can achieve and we can get by mercy, by kripa of Sri Bhagavan, Sri Krishna. So Krishna came to this earth 5,000 years ago to establish the Dharma again, because every time to time, with the time, Dharma start getting polluted, start turning into business, start turning into a religion. And when it turns into a religion, then the spirituality, the mysticism is dead. When it turns into a religion, of course, there will be millions of people following, but none of them is truly a spiritual person. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said clearly, from millions of people searching, thousands of them, they find something, but maybe 1 over millions will be a real spiritual practitioner. Over millions, only 1. So you never go with the mass. What the mass do, oh, everybody say this and do this, must to be correct. Exactly not. What everybody do and say and think and feel is exactly the opposite to Dharma and to spirituality and to the path of God. The big Namacharya Sri Ramdas Babaji Maharaj, who was on this earth not long ago, he prayed every morning. He did this prayer. Please Krishna, please Radha, please Gaur-Nitai, make out of me what you want me to do, what you want me to be. From a neophyte perspective, the morning prayer or the prayer to God will be, give me intelligence to understand you, Give me intelligence to understand the Shastra, the Holy Scriptures. Give me intelligence to learn the shlokas, the verse of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, etc. Give me money that I can go to visit the sadhus to different countries maybe, or to be living in somewhere special. Give me life, a long life, that I can do more bhajan practice, sadhana, spiritual practice. Give me this, give me that. But we should not ask anything from Jay Sri Radheshyam. Indeed, the example of Namacharya Ramdas Babai Maharaj, disciple of Gaurdas Babai Maharaj, coming from the line of Sri Radharaman Charandas Dev, his prayer was just this: please make me to be what you want me to be. Make me do what you want me to do. Through that, he achieved Siddha, perfection, of course. Because you offer yourself, your heart, your soul, your body, your life, your breath to God. And you say, do with this what you want to do with me. And of course, Krishna wants for us the best of the best. And then to Ram Das Babai Maharaj, he did with him, God did with him a perfect Vaishnava, Siddha Mahatma. This must be our way of praying. So externally, we should keep and follow the prescription of the Shastra and what Krishna is explaining. That's why he came here to explain the Bhagavad Gita, to chant the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna in the holy field of Kurukshetra, the Dharma Kshetra, as said in the Bhagavad Gita 1.1. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre, the land of the Dharma, the land of Kurus, where the Kurukshetra battle, war, will take place, and took place there. So Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita, that is a transcendental poem of Krishna, because the Dharma was actually destroyed 5,000 years ago, and evil kings were ruling earth. That's why he came and spoke again this transcendental poetry, the Bhagavad Gita. 18 chapters, 700 verses. Some say that it's 701 verse. However, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explained clearly everything about spiritual life. But until some level, because the next level is explained on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10. The next level is Madhurya Bhav, Madhurya Ras. But we will get there step by step here on this channel. By the way, I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel, and with that you can keep listening these lectures, this conversation on spiritual matters. So Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago, but this does not mean that 5,000 years ago started the Dharma or started the Bhagavad Gita. Indeed, Krishna explained that he spoke this Bhagavad Gita before to Vivasvan, Ishvaku, Manu, so on, the father of humankind, Manu. If you see an interesting connection also, is Manu is the father of humankind, and how you call the humankind, individuals, man, human, men. In Spanish, humano. In German, Mensch. Or Greek, homo, homo. These words are coming from the original Sanskrit Manu, because Manu, the father of humankind, so everybody who is coming from Manu is humano, human, Manu. So Krishna gave this Bhagavad Gita, but before the 5,000 years ago episode on Kurukshetra, on earth, he spoke the Bhagavad Gita to the Supreme Sun, the consciousness that is behind the sun. And this was 120 millions of years ago. And before 120 millions of years ago, Krishna also spoke the Bhagavad Gita. So the Bhagavad Gita is an eternal poetry, eternal wisdom that is spoke era to era by Krishna. So this is the external part of why Krishna is incarnating on this planet. To speak the Bhagavad Gita, to show and to reestablish Dharma, to kill and to erase all darkness from the demons. But then it's a sweeter part of his manifestation. The sweeter part of the manifestation is that the sadakas, the jivas, the atman, are in different areas of the universe and also on this earth. And Krishna manifests himself in the supreme form of two arms as a human-like form. This is the transcendental form of Krishna, of God indeed. But his beauty, his power, his knowledge, his wisdom, his renunciation, and his love is supreme and is not possible to compare with anything related to humans, mortal people. Indeed, the power, love, strength, fame, beauty of Krishna is beyond any imagination. Many say that Krishna is blue color. Many of you who have been or are in Vrindavan or visiting Vrindavan or any temple in India or around the globe of Krishna, you will see Krishna portrayed in a blue color. But Krishna is not blue. Even indeed, I have this pocket Bhagavad Gita that I use when I am traveling for studying. It's a Bhagavad Gita by Bhaktivedanta Swami, small. But here you can see Krishna is portrayed as a blue person, a blue character. And by the way, that Krishna has a human form doesn't mean that it's human with limitations like you and me. The body of Krishna is unlimited. Thus is his beauty. You see, Krishna is not blue. Normally, in contemporary times, they portray or create Krishna's murti, Shringar murtis, and the body of Krishna, of the idol, the deity, they created painted on blue skin. But he was not blue because he, in the old temples, all deities, for example, the deities from the Goswamis, Krishna has a black color. You can see Radharaman Lal in Vrindavan, in the temple of Radharaman, he's black color. Radha Govinda is black color. So, in the old times, Krishna was portrayed, painted as black skin. But Krishna has no black skin either. So what is the real color of Krishna? The real color of Krishna is a color that our material eyes, our eyes made out of flesh, have never seen. And somehow I can give you one example. Try to see the color of the sun without sunglasses, without any protection. Try to look at the sun and to describe exactly what you see. You will get blind, right? Because that power and potency is not made for your limited human body. So what to speak about a transcendental body that is fully created on spiritual energy and is the creator of everything, counting the sun, the moon, Saturn, Jupiter, all the galaxies, all the infinite galaxies, material and spiritual. So his color is not black, his color is not blue. His color is dark. But his color is dark with shapes, with some texture of bluish, sky blue, dark blue, purple. All these tones, range of color, is what Krishna has, is how Krishna is. That's why the description of Krishna is that he's like the color of the monsoon cloud that is full of water, ready to start the rain. So that those dark clouds who are bringing the rain has all these colors, all this range of colors. Have you noticed? Blue, dark, a little bit blackish, reddish in some parts. So Krishna is like this. His color is unique and we cannot compare with anything. So this explanation of the dark cloud is simple to have an idea of how it can be. But it's not exactly that. Therefore, when you meditate on Krishna, you have to understand that he's not blue, he's not black. He's something different, mysterious, full of mysticism, deepness. So Krishna then, he spoke the Bhagavad Gita for Arjuna 5000 years ago. We get through Arjuna the Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna is the first spiritual master after Krishna in this time. So we understand the Bhagavad Gita nowadays. The Bhagavad Gita has different interpretation, and every, let's say, sampradaya or philosophy, parivar, has a point of view on what Bhagavad Gita is and exactly how it is. Of course, the original is in Sanskrit, but the translation to English, to other languages, are in somehow painted with the philosophy of the translator. So Bhagavad Gita must be studied on a transversal way, meaning by that you have to study the Bhagavad Gita from different authors, different translators, and to try to get the original Bhagavad Gita Sanskrit and to translate that to understand exactly what is it. In some part, for example, in Bhagavad Gita as it is, Bhaktivedanta Swami translate as devotional service, translate things like Dharma. Krishna is speaking about Dharma, and Swami Bhaktivedanta said devotional service, so Bhakti Yoga. What in somehow is correct, because the only real Dharma and Paradharma is Bhakti, but in the other hand it's not correct, because you cannot put Bhakti Yoga instead of karma when Krishna say karma. So these kind of things you will discover step by step. You can discover by studying different Bhagavad Gita, and mainly studying the Sanskrit, what the Sanskrit shloka reads. So there you can see that he doesn't read Bhakti Yoga, or doesn't read Krishna consciousness, this read karma, or read moksha, or read nirvana, or read you understand what I mean. So this is an interesting point about Bhagavad Gita, but anyways, Bhagavad Gita is a supreme text that we should study in order to understand spirituality. But this Bhagavad Gita, Kurukshetra, Kamsa, the demons and killing demons, demons, is all the external part. The internal part and most important part of why Krishna is manifesting himself, because Krishna, Krishna has not duty in the way that he must to achieve or do something every day, or with his expansion, as some devatas do. For example, Ganesh, he is writing the Vedas, he must to be writing every day, eternally writing the text, the holy text. But Krishna has not duty and business more than to play flute, to play with the cows, to play with his friends, the gopas, and to play with his female friends, the gopis. This is the only duty that Krishna has. On that way, this is the real meaning why Krishna is manifesting himself on planet Earth and in any other planet, constellation, wherever he desires to appear. He is totally free. He is absolutely free, and he has not any compromise with no one in the universe, but with his devotees. So externally, Krishna go to the war and do all these pastimes. But internally, the real meaning, the main point of Krishna appearance is that he will develop and manifest his ras, his pastime, his lila, his Radha Krishna lila in Vrindavan, where he will play with the cows, he will dance with the peacocks, when he will speak and imitate the monkeys, when he will play with his friends and share time with his friends, the gopas, when he will wait with his heart full of love the full moon, and will walk secretly to the Yamuna, and under this beautiful tree Krishna start playing the flute to call to the supreme of all masters on the world, material and spiritual universe. And those masters this time are not coming like sages chanting mantras or doing some ceremonial rituals. These masters are coming in the shape of gopis to be near his beloved God. So their supreme love, the eternal love. These eternal gopis, who are the lovers of Krishna, are part of his heart, because his heart is Srimati Radharani, and the gopis, the manjaris and the sakis, are Srimati Radharani's expansion. I don't mean that they are Radharani indeed, but they are part of Radharani indeed. Radharani is the tree, and all the fruits and the leaves and the flowers are the manjaris and the sakis. All are coming from Radharani because they are serving eternally to Srimati Radharani. So all of them are around Srimati Radharani, serving Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani get together with Krishna, embrace Krishna, and the party, the dance, and the love starts. So in order for us to know about this and to know the deepness of the supreme manifestation of Krishna on this earth, on this universe, then step by step, through the purification of the heart and the mind, we can achieve to those platforms. All this is and can be studied on the Shastra to understand this, how all this Leela of Krishna on Jamuna and with the gopis is going on. You can hear or read some description in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. There is all of this is explained there. But to go deeper on this, that is not possible through only those texts. Why? Because Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita are the books of Dharma and are great for all humankind, for everyone who can understand and possess intelligence. They can study Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita, El Mahapurana. But there are some secrets, because not everything is there. There are some secrets that the Mahatmas, the Siddhas, the Shastra, the books, the writings and the explanation of Sri Guru and the Gurus of the line as the Goswamis explain some things that are confidential. And those confidential pastimes, lilas, adventures, are available only for the ones who are under the shelter of such a personality as the Goswamis of Vrindavan. As Nitai Gaur and Panchatattva, we can get the nectar, the maximum nectar, just there. So all that is the esoterical part of the real meaning of the Krishna getting birth here on earth, is to get the chance of knowing what exactly is going on the supreme above, the supreme planet, the supreme place of all the places, of all the planets, is this Nitya Vrindavan, Nitya Leela Vrindavan, El Nitya Braj, where Krishna and Radharani are eternally present, where the supreme love is eternally present, where only are supreme and perfect souls there, in their Svarup, spiritual transcendental Svarup, are there. So for us, from this world, from this universe, it's impossible to know what is going on there, because we have no intelligence and not the spiritual power to project ourselves, our consciousness, to that platform and to understand what is going on there. It's not possible, and less possible is for the Kali Jivas, the Jivas who are in Kali Yuga. Not possible. But it's only possible by Kripa. To understand what really is going on there is only possible by Kripa, and that Kripa is exactly what is happening today. Krishna create a full drama on earth with demons and political things and this and that, only to have an excuse of why he's coming here. And then he will do all that very externally, but he is not happy and pleased with that world, with that war, with that reality. But the reality, the final truth of all this is that he came to earth to show by infinite kripa, mercy to all the jivas, what really is happening in the supreme loka, the supreme planet, the supreme reality, transcendental reality of Nitya Vrindavan, the place where everyone is living in love, in a supreme love, in supreme service, in supreme love, in supreme service to God. But there is no more God. There is no more God. There is only Krishna, our beloved, and it's only Radha, our Swamini. Radha and Krishna. They are our heart. They are our love. They are our breath. They are our lives. They are our eyes. On that platform, such a state of consciousness is supreme that a material mind and intellect, our material limitations cannot get to that stage. In this world, everybody speaks about love, but nobody knows what love is. A couple or a person give love to somebody to get something back, like a business. Love is not a business. Real love, prema, is not a business. You love Krishna, you love and love Radha with all of your heart because you love them. That's the meaning. That's the way. You love them because you love them, because you are in love with them, not because you want something from Krishna or from Radha, something more than service, to be always able to love them with body and soul, with my shape, spiritual, transcendental form, and with all my soul, with all my life, pran, to serve them. So if I want something as a sadhaka, as a spiritual practitioner, as a aspirant of Vaishnav, the only I want is your service. Oh Radha, 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 please hear my prayers. I have no hope in this world. I lose all hope on family. I have been losing all hope on economy. I have been losing all hope on religion. I have no hope and belief on science. I have no hope and belief on this world. I have not hope and believe in anything that I see with my material eyes, because I know everything is illusion, is Mahamaya, is not real, is temporary, is dying. I am dying. Please listen to my prayer. Listen, please, Sri Radha. Your infinite love has not bounds, has not limits. Please show that love to this soul. Only I want is your service. There is nothing else outside your service. This is all what I want. And you are infinite and unlimited. The service for you is infinite and unlimited. Use me in whatever you want, but please use me. Otherwise, why I have been created? Why I am here? Why I breathe? Why I feel? Why I am consciousness? If I cannot serve you, please kill me right now. Why I need to be aware of anything in this world I don't want. I renounce of this. I don't like it. It's nothing good here. I want to be there, in your eternal platform, in your eternal reality. There, where the music is beautiful and sounding all day, all night. Where the party is never over, where the dance never stops, where the beautiful remnants prasadi that is coming from you and your Govinda ji, the Lord of the Gopis, Govinda, Gopi, Vinda, the leader of the Gopis, is the best food ever. It's the most tasteful food. The most beautiful flowers are there. The colors that I cannot imagine with this limited brain and mind, material. All those beauties are there. And I want to be there. I want to serve, to take these flowers, to offer to you, to make garlands, to offer to you, to offer to Krishna. Please hear, listen to my prayer. This is not a show of being humble, doing a show here, Prayalpa, to speaking something that is not true. I am speaking from the bottom of my heart. This is true. I have not any attachment. I don't like this planet. I don't like this world. Why I am here? Please explain to me. Oh Krishna, oh Radha, why I have to be here? How many years I need to be here? For what? Take me to your lotus feet. Let me serve you. I know what are my skills. I have been working hard developing my skills. Then I can serve to you in the best way I can. And if I am not good enough, I am pretty sure my Guru Manjari, Lalita, Vishaka, Ananga Manjari, Rupa Manjari, they will be the perfect example to learn, and they will teach me with love. And with much love and devotion, I will learn all the skills I need to be fit for your service. Show your kripa. I want to be part of that beautiful reality that you live with Krishna. Krishna have come here in Janmastami. This day he born here to take all the souls to his divine abode, to his divine land, Nitya Vrindavan. This is the esoteric meaning of Krishna's birth on earth. Externally, we will worship Bhagavad Gita, we will worship Dharma, and we will do the best out of this in my life. I will adopt all the regulation that Krishna is giving us and the Guru, Shastra and Sadhu are giving us in order to be pure mind, pure heart, and to be able to serve properly. That is all externally, and I will do with love. My Vidhi Bhakti is sacred. All my principles, spiritual principles of freedom, of purity of the mind and heart, I will keep. But I know, Krishna, you came here not for this. You came here to shower oceans of supreme love. And that is what I want to be. There is what I want to be, in that ocean of love. Please take me in your service and direct me to the service of your beloved Swamini, your Srimati Radhika. Rai, I want to serve you. Krishna, please take me in the service of your lotus feet. Sri Radha, lotus feet, I mean my Shri Guru. This is my prayer. On a sincere mind, on a sincere heart, pure mind, then we can really, truly achieve the supreme goal. That is the service of Srimati Radharani. Nobody can serve directly to Krishna. There is no direct service to Krishna. If somebody have been telling you that you go and serve Krishna directly, this is not true. Krishna is taking service only, enjoying the service from Srimati Radharani. Therefore, we must to serve directly to Srimati Radharani, and Srimati Radharani will give us service for Krishna. No otherwise, no around, no upside down. No, we go directly to serve Krishna. We have to serve to Srimati Radharani through her servants, her gopis, her sakis, her manjaris. We serve the manjaris, manjaris serve the sakis, sakis will serve then to Srimati Radharani, Radharani direct our service to Krishna. What is the supreme mantra? Here, until there, we will chant some mantras. But there the main mantra and supreme mantra, which mantra Sri Krishna is chanting? Krishna is not chanting Mahamantra. Krishna is chanting Radhe, 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 Shri Radhe, 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 Shri Radhe, 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 Radhe. Krishna is chanting Radhe Radhe because this is his heart. Krishna has no duties or dharma to do. His only duty is to meet Srimati Radharani. And he wants that with all of his heart. And Radharani is always thinking, where is my Krishna? Where is my Syam? This is the main reason to understand that this is happening there in the Nitya Lila, Nitya Vrindavan. Krishna manifests himself here on earth in order to show us so much beauty, so much love. It will be so big. It is so sweet. Madhurya is so sweet that we cannot refuse this offer. Jay Sri Krishna Janmastami, Jay Sri Radheshyam, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Jay Sri Radharaman Sharandastevo Ki Jai Sri Radheshyam. With much love, here offering this service to you. I hope you enjoy. If you enjoy, remember to subscribe to keep in contact. I will come with more conversations of love like this. Jai Sri Radhe.